I call Anoushka Majmudar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Tēnā koutou katoa and namaskar to everyone who has been at Youth Parliament for the past few days. Everyone in Aotearoa deserves to be paid a livable wage, have a warm roof over their head, and the opportunity to fully participate in their communities. But we know that the system has been rigged against our generation. Young workers are patronised and exploited because of their age. Employers justify paying us poverty wages because they believe they are giving us opportunities instead of us providing them labour that keeps their businesses running. Too many young people are struggling to make ends meet, facing the difficult prospect of having to drop out of school to enter, work and support their whānau. It doesn't have to be this way. Low wages and high costs of housing are the product of political neglect by people in this House. Equally, it is now seen as up to us to fix it and ensure that rangatahi have access to the same wages and protections as other workers. I want to pay tribute to my peers who have had to work in jobs where they are paid substandard wages and either had to quit because it wasn't enough to make ends meet or suffered because of their low wages. One of my friends worked for 2 months trying to support themselves until they realized they weren't being provided the correct pay or perquisites from said job. And another friend who is currently continuing to work under strenuous working conditions for 2 years without having the ability to speak against their business. I acknowledge that these 2 stories are just but a few out of thousands of workers who are treated as less than their peers. No worker should be put in a position where they are facing less rights than that of their colleagues. These low wages and poor working conditions hurt rangatahi most at a time when we are seeing a massive rise in the cost of living, while at the same time, oil companies, supermarkets and other industries are making massive profits. Our generation deserves better. Abolishing the starting out wage and bringing it in line with the minimum wage for an adult is a significant step towards ensuring that young people have equitable opportunities. But this is not the end of the journey, and rather the beginning. We demand a society that empowers us to become our best selves, where every worker makes a living wage and to serve their families and the communities they belong to, where people can live with dignity independent of their employment status, where disabled people and immigrants are also not paid less than the minimum wage. Where every worker can easily organise with their union to fight against greedy employers that seek to exploit us. To the people in positions of power, do not go back to your comfortable lives and pat yourselves on the back because we have participated in these spaces. Honour our contributions, mahi and aspirations for a world where we can meaningfully participate and thrive, not just survive. Thank you.
I call William Irvine.
Tēnā koutou katoa, ngā mihi nui ki